If I was to offer you $100 to take this ball and roll it as close as you could to a target, how would you do it? You'd line yourself up, judge your distance, draw your arm back, and roll the ball to the target. The lateral line style of putting is the simplest way to get the ball to the cup. You're facing the hole, lining yourself up square, using your binocular vision and your shoulder as a pendulum motion. This gives you the most pure, simplest way to stroke a golf ball. Whatever style of putting you use, alignment is critical. Obviously, the alignment is easier with a lateral line style because you aren't trying to guess what your alignment is turned sideways. You're actually facing the hole, standing behind it like you would with any other alignment, lining your yellow alignment marks with where your intended track is, stepping up to it, squaring yourself to the target, hips, shoulders, feet pointing in the same direction as the face. Once you've established that and locked your left hand into your side, the stroke is in place. Now all I'm doing is just worrying about my depth perception for my stroke, and you make your putt. It's not a difficult thing to do with alignment because it is so clear and basic. The simpler the stroke, the better the score, the more consistent you're going to be. You just have to be consistent. Consistency comes from simplicity. The second aspect to successful putting is our ability to judge our distance and equate that to how hard we're going to stroke the ball. It's our depth perception. The best way to do our depth perception, obviously, is to look at the target. It's what we do in any kind of golf. We stand on one side of the cup or the other side of the cup, and we look at our alignment, then we look at our distance, uphill, downhill, then we make our decision of how hard to stroke the ball. Our binocular vision gives us this opportunity to do this non-stop. We're looking at the target the entire time we take our stroke, which gives us great eye-hand coordination. We use this all the time. Just reaching for a doorknob gives you depth perception and eye-hand coordination, and that's the advantage of binocular vision when you're putting a ball. All right, we talked about ease of alignment and binocular vision. The last thing we're going to talk about is probably one of the things that makes a lateral line style and this particular L2 putter so advantageous, and that's the pendulum stroke. We all understand what a pendulum stroke is, so we think that a pendulum stroke is just like a pendulum. Well, there's a few things about a pendulum stroke that's just really difficult to do with a conventional style. The first thing is, a pendulum stroke is based on the distance you take the club back and forward to determine how far you hit the ball. So an example to this would be a tempo of a pendulum stroke movement from here to here, say, takes 0.5 seconds. If I was to take the same stroke and move it from here to here, it would still take 0.5 seconds. The reason it's the same, because I move the putter head faster, that's what gives you more distance. You're taking your fingers, your hands, and your hitting concepts out of the stroke, and you're relying on the pendulum stroke to determine how far to hit the ball. That's what you use your shoulder for. It's a locked in, logical, smooth stroking pendulum stroke. The design of the head of the L2 putter is very important. We've made a wide weighting system, a wide MOI, moment of inertia. It's the big thing today. What that does is it really helps to keep any twisting when you putt the ball. It's narrow in the back, has a good taper to it so you don't scuff the ground, and it's got a 2-degree face angle, which we found to be the optimum angle to contact the ball at various locations in your stance. While doing all this, it maintains a perfect center face balance. What you'll notice that's really unique to this, that's actually a patent pending item we have on the putter, is the weighting system. This has a variable weight rod system, a CG weight rod system. This is a 30-gram weight rod. There's also a 15-gram weight rod and a plug that comes with it. And you can see without this in there, the putter is still perfectly center face balanced, and you can add 30 grams of weight and maintain your perfect center face balance. This is critical because what you're doing is you're changing your swing weight, not the head weight. Most putters on the market are adjusting head weight to give you a different feel, but it also gives a different feel for how the ball comes off the face. The ball's consistent how it comes off the face with this club. It's just because it's down in the lower part of the club, it actually changes swing weight, which if you're doing a pendulum stroke, swing weight is paramount. If you want different results, try something different.